How's it going, everybody? Sunday night, another live stream. Haven't had too many people the last few weeks, but we'll see what we got tonight. Wanted to talk about a few different things going on. It seems like there's just a lot of great stuff happening lately. It's difficult to even keep up and document everything without me doing like daily videos or something. But that is just a really difficult thing for me to do at this point, at this stage in life. Maybe I'll be free up and be able to do something like that in the future. Um, but yeah, just wanted to talk about a few different things. Go from there. Good football game tonight too. Packers and Chiefs. Although the Packers are winning, so that's not good for me at least. I don't like the Packers. Let's see here. Pull up all your comments. We'll see who's here tonight. See if 9 watching already. How did that happen? That's like more than we had the last 2 weeks. Let's see here. Got a baseball fan in the house. Todd was here first. Kevin's here second, as usual. Meatloaf says shaved. Yes, I did. Got rid of a lot of facial hair. Got rid of a lot of on top, too. Malachi got a haircut as well. You'll be happy to know, Krista. Let's see here. True story says Astros. Summer's in the house. Hello from Tennessee. Are you ever coming back, Connie? Are you ever coming back? You're coming back to a whole different city, so we'll have a different alleyway by your house there, and new sidewalks through a lot of town, and a lot of good things have happened since you've been gone. And one really good thing that happened this week, it was just announced. I've actually known it was coming down the pipe for a few weeks, but Butler Community College is building a little branch campus in Ford City on the former site of Ford City High School, and so it's very exciting. They said it's going to be a 25,000 square foot building, which is a decent size. It's not huge, but it's not small either. There will be enough there to hopefully make a big difference. But one of the things that I always said is kind of missing in Armstrong County is after high school, post-secondary education. And so this is another piece of the pie. You had Lenape Tech that did some adult education classes. They did offer some things from BC3, but now there will be a invested BC3 presence here. And so we'll have that able to offer several different associate degrees and get people kind of on that path. So if you want to stick around in Kittanning and start your education, you'll have a affordable way to access that. And so it's pretty exciting stuff. I mean, I wish it was happening in Kittanning, obviously, but Ford City would be the next best thing, and at least it's in the county. And so if you're even a Kittanning resident and you wanted to go back to school, you have an option to do that very, very close to home, just a couple miles down the road. And it's huge for Ford City. I mean, no question about it. You look at some of the businesses down there that are going to win big from that. The different restaurants that have been there for a long time. That's going to open up different opportunities down there for someone to maybe open a coffee shop or open, some different places that would be a positive influence on college age kids. And so hopefully you're going to see that really make a big difference down there. And so I want to hear your thoughts on that. What do you think about it? Do you think it's going to make a big difference down there? Like I do. I mean, I really. The other one I think about is, if you could ever get a university, like IUP was in Kittanning at one point, if you could ever get a branch campus and somehow get them on the community park up in that area, it would make an incredible branch campus for a college. It would be kind of separated from town, so it'd be the perfect place to have dorms and that kind of stuff up there. And man, that would transform the city of Kittanning if we could ever make something like that happen. I think of Pitt at Greensburg is this beautiful campus that's kind of tucked away in Greensburg. It's where I went to school for 1 year. I have a couple hundred acres there and many, many different buildings, and it's just growing like wildfire. And so if you could get, a Pitt or a Penn State mini campus here in Kittanning and have some dorms and some classroom space, man, it would just be amazing. Even if it was just one specific degree that they were shooting for, if it would draw some kids from other areas and bring more people into Kittanning, or allow the kids that want post-secondary education to be here, and they want to get that, they don't have to leave. And I think that's part of what's happened in Kittanning over time is what other places would term a brain drain. And so if you're a kid that decides you're going to want to go to school and you end up going to Ohio State because you can't find anything close to home, you fall in love with Columbus, you stay in Columbus, you want to work in Columbus, you get tied in with employers in Columbus, and it creates this little ecosystem. And the more that we can kind of create that ecosystem here would be absolutely amazing. So, thoughts on that would be very, very interesting. Kevin says, "Did you try that razor?" No, but I do need to clean up, so I might do that. I didn't. It's not that I didn't have time. I didn't prioritize it today, so I will be doing that soon. Gene says, "Hello, Pastor Andrew. Good day today. I can feel the Holy Spirit." And yeah, that's part of the other reason why it's been a blessed week. It's been a blessed week for me on YouTube as well. I did a podcast about the drug and alcohol facility that they're trying to purchase, the former Church of God. That video went absolutely bonkers. I didn't think that many people were going to be. I mean, I thought it would draw some views, but it went like, I don't even know how many it's at now. But for a podcast, I think it's by far my highest watched podcast ever. I want to say it was over 400. I'm checking right now. Bear with me. It's at 494, so 6 views away from 500. So that reached a ton of people, and it was actually very, very positive, the comments overall, which I was shocked by that. And then we did this coffee shop video, Curly Tail Coffee in West Kittanning. That video is over 1,000 views. Almost all of those are organic views. It's craziness. So I had a very good week on YouTube. I didn't post that many videos, but it was really good. I have 2 more in the hopper for the beginning of this week, and several other ideas as well. So a lot more content coming your way. I'm kind of getting back in the swing of things. I told you in the beginning of September that I have a couple months where I'd be a little slower, but I'm starting to get my fire back a little bit, starting to clear the schedule, clear all the to-do lists off, and so I'm ready to kind of jump back into YouTube in a bigger way in the coming weeks. Let's see here. Swan says, "Greetings from Washington State. Good to have you. Hi from the Rocky Mountains," says Tim. Good to have you as well, sir. Todd's in the house. Let's see. Big Dog says, "Look like they're getting ready to put the siding on that building behind my house." That's fantastic news. That's needed to happen for, goodness, years. Meatloaf says, "Sibling relationships are the best. I can smack them for no reason and they won't get mad. They get me back, of course, but that's expected." I never had a sibling that I lived with, so I wouldn't know, but I'll trust your judgment on that. Big Dog Bro says, "But the apartment beside it is still there." Yeah, it's not a perfect world we live in, but we're getting better, right? True Story says, "Businesses will start paying for school or partial school to keep you working with them. I'm seeing it more and more. Kind of exciting. Is it a tech school?" It's not a tech school, so we do have Lenape Tech, which kind of can provide that tech aspect of it, although it's geared mostly towards high school kids that are learning technical jobs and going right into working at age 18. But this would be an actual BC3 is a community college, and so it's more of entry level, or I mean, you can get your associates there. I don't know, they probably offer some bachelor programs as well. But it would be more of, don't pay university costs, get your basics of your education out of the way, get your, associates in business before you decide if you want to go for your bachelor's or your master's or whatever. But hey, it's a huge step in the right direction. Let's see. Swan says, I was think I was just thinking that a Penn State campus would be cool. There's one in New Ken though, or was anyway. Yeah, there's definitely one in New Ken, and it's I guess it. I don't know what New Ken would be if they didn't have the two schools there. They have Westmoreland Community College and Penn State New Ken. If those two things weren't there, my goodness, I'd hate to know what New Kensington would be like, but um, it would be much worse. It's had some pretty low points, and New Ken is definitely on the. I think it's definitely on the upswing as well as Kittanning, but man, I can't imagine how much lower that low would have been. And if you look at a lot of the investment that's happening in downtown New Kensington, with the Corner, which is a co-working space down there that was completely funded by Penn State. That is now starting kind of a little small business incubator that's trying to create small business in downtown New Ken, which is finally starting to get some traction. It's pretty exciting. Let's see here. Meatloaf says, "Y'all notice he smiles even when he's talking. Nothing normal about this." What do you mean? It's like the joy of the Lord, you know? Um, but I forgot to say that. It was a good week for Kittanning or Armstrong County. It was a good week for YouTube for me. And then at the church, today we celebrated baptism, which 7 more people got baptized at Living Water, which brings our total baptisms in the last several years to over 30 baptisms now. So, pretty exciting stuff for a little church in a little town. It's just really wonderful to see not only individual lives being transformed, but our community being transformed, our county being transformed. There's just good stuff everywhere. I don't have a lot to be negative about, Meatloaf. So yes, I smile when I'm talking. Crazy Potato says, Andrew, it might be a bit early, but do you have anything planned for 2,000 subscribers? I don't. I'm open to ideas, though. I mean, if you want to have that discussion tonight, um, you know, whatever we want to do, I'm totally down for it. We have 4,000 people in Kittanning, so 2,000 is a pretty big, monumental number. It would like represent half of the population of the city. So I think my goal is like 4,000 subscribers at this point, but I just put up a post earlier this week too. I celebrate every 100 subscribers because when I was originally starting this channel, I thought, if I could get 100 people, 50 people, 100 people, if I could get 100 people to subscribe to this channel, man, we could really like start a group. We could have a really great, start a really great movement in the city if we had 100 committed people. And now here we are, 1,800 people. And so it's like every time it rolls over another 100, I'm like, man, um, man, we have like all of these people are connected to this positive message about our city, and hopefully we're beginning to change the mindset now of the entire city. Because if there are my numbers say this is interesting too. Let me just show you some. I won't show it to you, I guess, but let me give you some analytics of the YouTube channel. So over the last month, I had 8,000 views on the channel. 5,000 of those were unique viewers, and who we're actually reaching here. Where's the numbers? Sorry, bear with me, you guys. Subscribers. YouTube's amazing. You can do like anything on here. Sorry, it's gonna take me just a minute to find it. But it's something like, I think only like 30% of the people that watch this channel are actually subscribed. So when you think about how many people we actually have watching, yeah, 26% of my views in the last month were from subscribers. So only like if there's 1,800 subscribers, that means there's like 7,000 people that are connected to this channel in some way, which is a huge amount of influence in the county. It's pretty crazy to think about, but it's pretty exciting at the same time. I think there's this like real niche about doing these kinds of things on a local level. Everyone wants to be like the next big YouTuber, and I want to have 10 million subscribers. But what's crazy is that if you have 10 million subscribers in a nation of 400 million people, that's one in every 40. If I have 7,000 subscribers in a county of 60,000 people, that's like one in every nine. And so we can actually have on a local level 4 times more impact than a channel like Mr. Beast or a channel like Casey Neistat or any of these other huge YouTubers. We can actually have a bigger impact per capita than they do. And so it's pretty wild when you think about it. And so I'm actually actively looking for other pockets of people across the country that we could start this in other places because I think it has way, way more potential to have impact than people realize. And so I don't know. I think it's really cool. But I don't have any plans. But let me know what you want to do. I'm willing to have a celebration if we want to have a have a party somewhere, have a meetup. I know people want to have a barbecue this summer, and that never happened. But it might take me till next spring to get to 2000. But maybe I'll do a giveaway of some kind. Is there anything that you guys would want to have given away? Maybe I could try to put together like a Kittanning prize package and get like gift cards donated from 10 different businesses and have like a extravaganza. I think that would be pretty cool. Todd says, yes, there's demand for plumbers, construction, HVAC, welders, electricians, etc. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we gotta have those kinds of things in town, and the nation needs those kinds of things. Doesn't seem like my generation really wanted to get into those kind of jobs, but now you look at plumbers. There's sole proprietor plumbers. If you just answer the phone and return calls, you can make 100,000 a year being a plumber. I guarantee you. It's not even a question. But you got to have the skill, right? You got to know what you're doing. Dio says, love the support for local businesses. Absolutely. And Dentisi Produce, we did that video on that for you guys at that, a few months ago. That video went really big too. It's like the local business videos. People really want to see that. And Dio, if you want to plug the new name of your business, I don't know if it's ready for the public yet, but if you want to plug it on here, let me know. Whenever that change happens, if you want to do another video, I'm totally willing. Tyler says drugs are bad. Yes, they are. Farmer Brad's in the house. Farmer Brad's one of my YouTube friends. Did a collaboration with him maybe about a year ago. I can't remember. But very cool to see what you're doing. If you want to see live videos of baby chicks, Farmer Brad's been doing live streams on that. It's pretty neat. Let's see. Farmer Brad says sub views are around 10%. So yeah, you know the struggle. Let's see here. Catching up here. Big Dog Bro and Summer are making lovey eyes at each other. I don't know how you guys did it, separated from each other for so long. True Story says, do you read all comments made on all uploads and posts? Pretty much. I pretty much read everything, and I try to respond to all of them. However, on the videos, I'm like about 3 weeks behind. I was actually planning after I'm done on here tonight, I was going to go respond to some old comments. I've been trying to do the new ones more timely, and then I'm trying to catch up on old ones. But yeah, I pretty much try to respond to every single comment on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because I don't know, I just feel like if someone took the time to make a comment, then I at least owe them a response or a like, or I just let them know that I saw it. And so, yeah, I love every time that you comment on a video. It helps on YouTube as well. So if you make comments, even if you just say, hey, great video, or hey, I really enjoyed this one, or I'll check out that coffee shop, or whatever it might be. If you leave a comment, it really helps me out. And if you leave likes on the videos, it really helps me out. Wink, wink. There's 19 of you here. Only 10 likes. 10 of you are failing me right now. 11 of you are failing me right now. We're at 21 people and only 10 likes. Like, what is this, you guys? Is this the greatest city in the world or not? I mean, what is this all about? Let's see. Farmer Brad is suggesting Kittanning picnic. That would be good. Chili cook-off. That would be really good. I'm not a huge fan of chili, but I'm interested in finding like better, better chili recipes. Let's see here. Farmer Brad says it's been hard to keep the live stream running. Yeah, I have to put it on a schedule, otherwise I won't be able to do it. Lori B's in the house. It was good to have you at church today, Lori. Hope you enjoyed your time at Living Water. If you're still looking for help on the house, too, let me know, and maybe we can try to work something out on days that you'll be there and see if we can come and help you guys try to knock out some of the work you got going on. Um, so anyway, what do you guys think of the community college? Do you think it's going to make a big difference? I forget what kind of degrees they're going to offer there, but I think it was business. I think it was. I think there might have been some nursing stuff there. I don't know. Maybe you guys could help me out, pull up the article or something like that. Todd says, "Did you get to the bees?" I did not get to the bees. I'm so bad to my bees. I really need to. I mean, I do check on them, but I need to do a better job of making that happen. Farmer Brad says, "How's the drone flying been going?" Incredible. I just took it out last week. The last video, actually, the one with the coffee shop. If you check out the second half of that video, I got some spectacular drone shots of Kittanning, and I learned how to color grade this week as well. So I took those drone shots and made them look even more beautiful. I made it basically took an overcast day and made it look like a sunshine day, and all the trees pop, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So if you want to check out a really fantastic drone video of Kittanning, you should definitely go check that one out. Just look at the second half of it. It's maybe about a minute and a half is the drone portion of it, so it won't take you all that long, and it's stunningly beautiful. But I'm planning, if as long as it's sunny out, I'm going to take the drone back out tomorrow as well, because the trees have really turned a lot in the last week, and so it's even more beautiful in town now. I don't know if you guys noticed tonight, but there was kind of a dark sky. There was sunshine on the back, dark sky on the other side, and then all of the trees were like lit by the sun, but on this backdrop of the dark sky. It was stunning. It was just a beautiful, beautiful night tonight. True Story says, have a contest on innovative ideas for changing Kittanning that can be implemented. The grand prize helping implement it, and then following the progress for a year on that one idea that is implemented. That is a really, really cool idea. I really like that. And a monetary reward of $1,000 or more. I could make that happen. I mean, we could totally do that. That's really interesting, actually. I'm gonna have to think on that. That's really interesting. I think we could maybe make something like that happen, and I could introduce it at the high school. I'm actually going there this week. If I could put something like that together in a few days, I could go introduce that, and we could do that for 2020. I really like it. Really like that idea. Gene says, I think that'll be a great idea. Give these young kids in school. Yeah, absolutely. Have you flown waypoints? I do not fly waypoints when I fly. I just fly. I like it. I like control too much. uh, Sometimes the scenery challenges me when I fly. Can the drone fly through? Yeah, I try to keep my drone a little bit safer. Although I did crash it a few months ago. Not a fun time. Once you pay one of those repair bills, then yeah, it like takes the risk out of it for me. What kind of drone do you fly, Brad? Do you fly Mavic Air, same as I do? I was thinking that you do, but I can't remember. Meatloaf says, kind of want to see Ladislaw fall off a ladder or something. My friend Diana said she wants at least 4 stairs. Terrible. Just terrible. Quick shot drone mode. I don't know what that is. Roblox says my grandmother passed away today. That's not good. I'm so sorry to hear that, Roblox. That's never good. If you need anything, please let us know. As a community, I'm sure we'd be more than happy to pray for you. More than happy to help if we can help. So very sorry to hear that, my friend. Farmer Brad says, I am still cheap. Yep, I'm pretty cheap too. It took me forever to pull the trigger on a drone. I was like, it took me almost a year, really. And I had the money the whole time. Yeah, I just delay gratification, I guess. True Story says, do the innovative idea by generational age groups. Then you will have various ideas for each age group. Um, that's, yeah, I love that idea. I just want to figure out how I can actually make that happen. Summer says, gift giveaway, job shadow Andrew for a week. Oh man, that would be fun. I would actually love that. Be like free YouTube helper for the week. Let's see. Farmer Brad says, I flew, oh, DJI Spark, I flew it through a tree canopy and was still flying. Yeah, the last video I did in Ford City where I did some drone shots, um, I actually hit a tree that day as well, just a couple of leaves, but I pulled it back just in time. But I was doing this really high shot, and I thought, there's no way I'm not higher than the trees at this point. There's one tree in Ford City. I don't know how tall that thing is, but man, it is absolutely a massive tree in their park. It's got to be well over 100 feet in the air, and I just did not think it was that tall. Todd says, "Get the drone that can fly through anything. The one that went through the glass in the video I sent you." Yeah, I like that, but it's not about the drone necessarily for me. It's about the camera. I want the camera and that buttery smooth 4K goodness out of the DJI Mavic Air. It's a pretty special camera for the amount of money that you're paying for it. It's pretty amazing. Lori says, had a long day, Andy. Yawning. Yes, I have had a long day. Long night last night, doing sermon preparation, preparing for today, and all those kinds of things. And then, yeah, a very long day today. Church, playing worship, preaching, doing the baptism. Had a couple hours. We met a couple from church for dinner tonight, which was absolutely fantastic. We went to Harper's Grill. And so then we just just got home. You get 4 kids to bed, and like it's been a day. Yeah, for sure. Our day of rest. Meatloaf says, I don't know why you're so against hurting yourself for us to see. Not like you'd die from falling that far if you're careful. It's true. You're totally right. If you are interested, Meatloaf, you need to go back and watch the video of my bike crash. If you're interested in watching me get hurt, yeah, that's totally worth your time. And yeah, I definitely got hurt that day. Plus, it's pretty funny to like hear the squeak of the bike, and then I go over top of the bike, and then you just hear the bottle rolling. It's yeah, it's not a wasn't a fun day for me, but it was great content, no doubt about that. I kind of miss doing daily videos because I would capture all of this other stuff that I really enjoyed making and really enjoyed watching. Do you guys? Well, maybe that's a good question for you guys as well. Do you guys like kind of the day in the life stuff, or do you like when I do just topical things? Like if I go to a new restaurant, that's a topical video where I'm just like doing a feature on a coffee shop or something like that. Or do you actually enjoy like seeing homestead videos with the chickens and the garden stuff and those kinds of things? Seeing me go throughout my day, meeting to meeting with comments in between. Like, do you like that kind of video, or do you like the feature videos? Or do you like the podcast or the live streams? Like, what's your favorite thing? That would maybe be helpful for me to kind of decide what to do. Because sometimes when I do day in the life stuff, I worry too much about you guys probably because I'm not making what I want to make. I'm making what I think you guys are going to enjoy. But I could be totally wrong. I mean, you guys might like something totally different, and I just don't have any idea. Lori says, I may ghost, but when I come back, it's like I never left. My church family always welcomes me. I love you so much. Never no judgment. We do love you, Lori. And yeah, it's a blessing every time that you're there. We could definitely still consider you a part of the family and still remember when you guys first started. And I think the first time around, Danny was first part of the baptisms in our church. And so it's just, you guys are very, very special to me. I love you very much. Let's see here. Lori likes the homestead videos, so maybe I need to make some more homestead videos. I spent all day yesterday digging potatoes. It's like 80. Well, that's probably the other reason I'm tired is because I'm sore. My whole body's sore. I dug like 80 feet of potatoes, and so yeah. Let's see. Lori likes live streams as well. Summer likes both. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I get like I guess I like to see I like to have the variety. It keeps me interested in wanting to make the videos. I like to do the features every now and again because I like to feature local business, but I also like to do kind of these day in the life videos too because those are fun for me to like kind of document my life. It's I think when I'm 100 years old and my great great grandkids, they can go like watch my life when I was like at my best time of my life. I think that's amazing. I don't know. I just wish if I could go back and watch my great grandfather give me like life advice or show me how to help people or whatever. I think it would be amazing. Um, Kevin says, "What do you think attracts others to religions other than Christianity? What keeps them there if God is not there?" That's a pretty deep question. So what I think keeps them there is it's the same thing that keeps a lot of people in Christianity, right? A lot of people are there just because we have this deep knowledge that we do need something from a spiritual aspect in this life. A lot of people stay in Christianity just for that religious aspect. It's that following the rules type of thing. It's when we enter into that other stage of Christianity where we're now in an active relationship with God that things actually begin to change and we begin to be transformed. So I don't think it's all that different from what would keep somebody, say, when I was raised Catholic, my family were all, a lot of them in the Catholic Church, and there wasn't a lot of um, relationship, so to speak. It was definitely more religious, and so the same thing kept them there. It was just that we all know that we need God in some capacity. Most of us just aren't willing to actually give up ourselves in order to have that genuine relationship with Him. And so I think we're all seeking for truth. We're all seeking for some kind of genuineness in our world, but I don't think that we actually see a lot of people doing that. Um, I don't know. Does that help the answer? If you want to have more discussion on that, please put your comments in. Dio says, "What kind of potatoes?" Dio, I have several kinds. I have Kennebach white. It's a they're all heirloom potatoes. No GMOs, no chemicals at my place. So I have a Kennebach. I have a red potato. I forget the brand of it. And then I also have fingerlings, lots and lots of fingerling potatoes that we eat with. We make like every time I make bacon, basically, I keep all the bacon fat in the pan and I make fingerling potatoes, and they are absolutely fantastic. So I probably got 40 or 50 pounds yesterday, and I still have about 40% of my garden left to do, and I got maybe 30 pounds before that. So I should be a little over 100 pounds that I'll pull out of the garden total this year. So, and the way that I plant them, Kevin and I came up with this last year. Well, when Kevin was digging them with me, it was the first year I experimented with this. But I dig up the potatoes, and then I take the biggest one from that plant, and I put it back in the ground. And so I'm actually planting them at the same time that I'm digging, and then And then I actually don't have to do all the work in the spring. I just cover it with mulch in the fall, and next spring the potatoes, they know when to come up better than I know when to plant them, and so they come up at just the right time. And I have a full potato harvest this year that I didn't even have to plant. It's a pretty amazing system. So if you're ever looking to get into potatoes, I'm your guy. Lori says, we put up insulation in the ceiling. Shoulders killing me. Oh, yeah. Been there for sure. True Story says, they are seeking truth, Kevin, but the deception is thick. But it will, if they keep genuinely seeking God, God will lead them out and lead them to the ultimate truth, Jesus. I know he did it for me. 100%. Same story for me, True Story. Thank you for your comment. Good stuff. Tyson says, Andrew, great week in Ford City and our county with the announcement of BC3 new facility in downtown Ford City. We were just talking about that, Tyson, and here we are. The world famous Ford City Councilman, Ford City Council Vice President, Mr. Tyson Klukin, all around good guy. Great to have you on the live stream, my friend. And congratulations, Ford City. It's a big, big win. Lori says, if God isn't there, I feel people leave. Also, we are to do God's work. He is watching, making sure we do what he wants. So I think God is always there, to be honest. Yeah, for sure. And you look at what's happening in Iran. I mean, that movie. If you guys haven't seen that movie, go watch. Look it up as soon as you get off of here. It's called Sheep Among Wolves, Volume 2. It's about the Iranian church and what's going on over there. And people are coming out of kind of this empty religion, and they are coming into relationship with Jesus. And there is this massive revival happening in one of the most closed off, dangerous to be a Christian nations in the world. And it's absolutely incredible. It's amazing. And I think, like just like True Story said, if they continue to genuinely seek God, God's going to bring them out. Todd, I don't know what you're. Oh, if we're not wrecking, you're not riding. Okay, so you gotta go all out, huh, Todd? We gotta go full bore in our lives. Absolutely. Lori B says, put egg on those, and it's him. I don't know what that means either. Oh, I meant bomb. Egg potatoes with bacon. Yeah, absolutely. I always make eggs. I'm making eggs at the same time. I mean, you can't make bacon and not make eggs. That's not even a thing in our household. Kevin said, I heard someone call Christianity blind faith today, and I tried explaining to them that it isn't blind. We see things that they do not. Absolutely, 100%. And yeah, I mean, to go on blind faith is kind of stupid, right? I do think we have to go by faith and not by sight, but that doesn't mean that it's blind. I have a lot of experiential knowledge about who God is because he's changed and transformed my life. I mean, that's my whole story. He changed everything about me. And so that's actually my greatest evidence for God, more than the Bible, more than anything that the world could tell me, more than any doctrinal statements, any of that kind of stuff. There's no apologetics that could convince people that God is real, but they would not be able to convince me that he's not because of my life, because of how he's changed me. And that's the greatest proof of all. There's nobody that can take that away from me, nobody that could argue against it. And so I think when people experience it, when they actually taste and see for the first time, everything is different. Everything is different. Let's see here. Okay, guys, it's been a fantastic live stream. I hope you're looking forward to another blessed week ahead. We have had so many good announcements with the college. Go try Curly Tail Coffee. There's another exciting local business announcement coming soon. Wink, wink. I can't really tell you about it yet, but over the next several weeks, we're going to have some real exciting things happening in downtown Kittanning. We're just going to keep this train rolling. I could be more excited to have all of you here. 1,800 strong this week, and we're on the march to 2,000. We're getting closer every single day. If you could ever share this channel, take one of your favorite videos and share it with somebody. Show them what's happening in the greatest city in the world, and let's just keep it going. Let's expand the influence of this channel, not for my sake, but for our city's sake. That we could just drive a positive vision, a positive message to keep us going step by step to a brighter future. God bless you guys. Hope you have a wonderful night. We'll see you real soon in the next one.